Hello guys and dolls, welcome back to my channel. So it is the new year. Congratulations if you need to hear it on making it through this year. 2018 was a very difficult one for me. In the spirit of getting rid of things we don't need anymore, I'm going to be showing you some of the makeup products that I'm getting rid of for this year. So I wanted to go ahead and show you these things, explain why I'm getting rid of it, and then I'll finally be able to say my piece and let it go and invite all brand new beautiful things into my life for 2019. So I think the way we are going to start this is by face up. So what I would normally do for my own makeup routine, we'll just go through and talk about things I put on my face beforehand and then all the way up until finishing touches. So the first thing I am getting rid of in this new year, new me, let's call that, is this Argan Oil face oil. I am pretty sure I did a review on this like over a year ago, and I haven't been using it for that long because it was really super greasy and it ended up giving me breakouts. So really it just kind of sat on my dresser because I liked the bottle and it was shiny and glittery. I did use half of it, but at this point I don't feel comfortable wearing it anymore because it is so old. So I am getting rid of it. I don't need it anymore in my life. And next, go into the palettes. I have a good chunk of palettes right here, and most of these actually were from my dumpster diving days. So including in that, these are not the actual shadows in these. So when I had the shadows, when I found the shadows, basically what I did was I took them and repressed them, mixed them with colors that were very similar so I could keep the shape and everything like that. But I really didn't end up using it, and even though everything was sanitary, it was still a decent age when I got it. So for example, the first one is this Tartus Pro palette. And when I open it up, you will see the colors are not the same for this exact reason. So basically what I did is I went and repressed all of these shadows so that I could use them. The next one that was like that as well is this Naturally Pretty Essentials palette by IT Cosmetics. These are all the normal shadows. As you can see, it does have a tester sign on it. This was not used by me. I gave it right to my mom. It is pretty dirty because she used it a lot. She actually cleaned out 3 of the shadows, but because this is expired now, we will not be using it anymore. The third palette is this Belle France palette. So I actually did not find this one. I purchased it with my own money, and it was when I worked at a department store. This was my first real color palette. So this is the first palette that I actually used at all, really. And I really liked it at that time, but as I started to get more stuff, the pigmentation wasn't that great, and I decided that this was not going to work for me anymore. In the bottom, it really does have a really pretty, like a blushy type shade in here. It has some sparkle in it, but as I said, they are long since expired and I have not used it in probably a year, so I will be getting rid of it because I don't need it. Is one that you guys have seen a lot if you watched my special effects tutorials, my Perfect 18 Colors by Absolute. I loved this one a lot, and I used it in almost all of my older special effects videos. I used it when I first got into haunted attractions in order to put color into my audition stuff. And if I could even get it open now, you can see I completely used up all of the yellows for bruises. I used up the reds and the pinks for bruises. I hit pan on the green and even the black. At this point, it is probably closer to 5 years old. And like I said, it's just been sitting here and I have not used it. So it is time to say goodbye. The next round of products are eye products. As a makeup artist, people like to give you things. And as I am very thankful that people do provide me with some makeup sometimes, I do sometimes never use them. Whether by preference or just the fact that I lose it and then I can't find it again because I have so much makeup. So I do have 3 different kinds of mascaras here. So this one, I don't even remember what this brand is. It is completely rubbed off. I've had this since I was in beauty school. As you can see, it's old, it's chunky, and I did actually like this mascara at one point. I used it a lot, but I just kind of never, once it went in my drawer, I didn't go after it again. So there's that one. Then the Falsies by Maybelline. I absolutely adore this mascara. Let me go ahead and show you the applicator. The applicator is actually really nice for my eye, and as you can see, it does kind of bend like that, and it does get really close into, so you can almost see it's almost the shape of your eye. So this is a really nice one for people with curved lids like me. You can really get in there, and then if you turn it a little bit, you can get right into those bottom lashes. For anyone who's looking for a great mascara, I would definitely go with Falsies because they add incredible length. But this one is going in the garbage. I used it up and then I either had a little bit left and it dried out, or I just never touched it again, and I am pretty sure it's long since expired. So, and the last one. I have 2 of these. These were one of the ones that were given to me, and they are by Mally. I don't know the brand that much, and I'm pretty sure it is a dupe for the Better Than Sex ones. And here is the brush. It's just a basic standard brush, but the formulation is very chunky. No, not chunky. It's like gloppy. Like it's very thick. It doesn't go on well. It leaves little like driplets at the top, I guess you would say. And I just never really liked it. Okay, second to the last category, lips. So for lips, I usually tend to find one that I love and then I never get rid of it. And it's a little stupid to me that I do that, but this is one that my mother had before me, and she's been using it, or she had been using it for a really long time. This is the Maybelline, excuse me, 015 called Born With It, and I used to wear this a lot in high school because it was just this nude, very pretty, almost like a gloss. And I would wear it during special occasions and special events. I just picked this up about a month ago to do it, but at this point the smell has gone sour, so I know this is time to finally say goodbye. Another drugstore brand is this Revlon. This is another one I used to wear a lot during high school. Revlon in Lilac 001. Again, same sort of peachy color. Or more of a rose. This next one I bought for Halloween one year, and it is Kiss New York in the shade 23. I believe it was a Halloween exclusive, but this one is a mess. So it is a very deep purple, almost like a oxblood or a mulberry, and it is very slippery, so it slides around on your mouth. I am a messy eater, so I ended up getting it all over my face. I wore it once and I never picked it back up again. That was about 2 years ago, and it is time to go. This one, my Anastasia lipstick in soft pink. I found dumpster diving. And honestly, it did not look like this when I dumpster dived it. It was beautiful, but after years of breaking and being in my bag and just use, it ended up like this. Let me go ahead and see, it's gone. It's gone completely. So we're not even gonna swatch this. The next one is a Buxom lipstick. Again, it was a tester and it did come really, really nice. This was another one of my favorite go-tos and it was just super pretty. It is more glossy than a lipstick and it's a little bit shimmery. So it is that purple, but it does have some shimmer in it. I actually wore this to the Penhurst Gala and I really loved it. In some lightings it's more red, some lightings it's more purple, but either way, this is a beautiful, beautiful lipstick. Next is this NYX lip cream in the shade Sydney. I shamefully wore this one a lot in high school as well. It is a very, very Barbie pink. And as it got older, the pigmentation kind of wore off on it. So that's right there. And it was super pretty on me for the longest time. But since the shelf life is only 18 months, I feel like I really need to get rid of this. The last two lipstick items that I have are my lip palettes. So I did, again, find most of these colors when I was dumpster diving, and I decided that I was going to put together little palettes because I thought I was going to use them all the time. So I found 12 Lipstick Queen lipsticks and I labeled all of the backs here. This was all of the NYX ones that I found. So 13 different lipsticks that I melted down and put into these little pop containers. Again, these colors are very pretty and I love NYX lipsticks, but I just don't feel comfortable having them anymore. And the last set of items that I'm getting rid of are glosses. These lip glosses. So they were sanitary still because these had been cut off, and then the actual, you would get a single stick to dip in, and it was single use only. If these would have had the little fluffy thing on top, I probably would have used them more, but then again, I really hate lip glosses. So I had 3 Big Bang Creations from Lipstick Queen. I had Infinite, Time, Expansion, and Creation. These are beautiful metallic lip glosses. I wish that I was more of a gloss person because I would have been able to use them. And you know what? I'm not so sad to see this one go. And the last thing I purchased when I, again, was in school, beauty school at least. This just smells like beauty school to me. This is the Maybelline, I can't even see that anymore. The Elixir from Color Sensational in Mandarin. And this was clearly on sale. And I wanted a lip gloss. I was trying to expand, you know, how I was doing my makeup, and I purchased this one because it was bright orange, but I quickly realized that not only was the texture disgusting, but I really didn't look good in orange lips. So, alright, and that is it. I'm so happy to be able to share this with you guys, get it out of my mind, get it out of my drawer, out of all my space. I feel so good to have an energy, a clean energy from, you know, getting rid of stuff this year that really wasn't doing me any justice. So, with that being said, welcome to the new year. I encourage you to do the same thing, and I hope you had a wonderful New Year's Eve and you have a wonderful New Year's Day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.